You're watching Nickbox.com. My name is Nick, and Merry Christmas. It's not Christmas anymore. So what's with the hat? I decided to go for a walk, and I couldn't find my hat. So I decided to don this thing to keep my ears nice and toasty. As you can probably tell, I do not own a Steadicam. As a matter of fact, I don't even really own a camera. Not a video camera anyway. I'm shooting this on my phone, my new phone, and I can't actually see what I'm shooting. So my video is kind of all over the place. It does take a pretty good picture though, at least when I'm in it. So obviously, I have to figure out how to strike a balance between shooting my videos and keeping up with the other things in my life, like exercising. And I think I'm beginning to discover this is not such a great idea. All right, hang on a sec. There, that's better. I'm shooting the rest of this video in the garage because the Yeti is not feeling well, so she's in bed asleep, and I really don't want to wake her up. One of the things I wanted to talk about was a project that I started in the garage on Friday. The project was supposed to be a video for Nickbox, and it was going to be about woodworking, one of my other great passions. I haven't done a whole lot of woodworking lately. But then again, I also haven't been doing a whole lot of writing either. But one of the other things that I've been thinking about is, hat hair. Okay, that's better. So one of the big ideas behind Nickbox is that I don't want to give up on the things that I've always wanted to do, and woodworking has been always one of those things that I want to do. So I started working on this project, and I decided I was going to film it and put it up on Nickbox, and this was of course on Friday. As with any project, it took a whole lot longer to do than I expected it to, especially with trying to set up the camera and get some good shots. Needless to say, I didn't get the video done. Sometimes when you don't succeed at your entire goal, you just decide, well, I'm gonna scrap the whole thing. Especially when I'm doing some of these other bigger projects. This project had over 2 hours worth of video for me to edit, and that was only about half of it. I haven't finished the project yet because I'm actually working on the garage, which you can't see behind me for a good reason. It's a little messy. I have all these ideas flowing out of my brain for videos that I want to do, and a lot of them are going to take a lot more work than what I normally put in. And each video, like I've said before, they take a couple hours by themselves, even just a simple video like this. Not counting, of course, the time it takes to videotape the thing. I mean, each week I have at a minimum 20 minutes of video, and I have to edit that down to about 3.5 minutes. And that 20 minutes of video is actually a lot of me just sitting there, not recording, trying to figure out what I'm going to say when I start recording. I really got to start writing some scripts for this stuff. And the same thing goes with the writing. I actually sit down to start writing, and I have a flood of ideas of things that I want to write about. The trick is to actually focus long enough to write down something. Because a lot of my time is spent staring at a blank screen thinking, well, I could do this, or I could do this, and then there's this over here, and then, dude, just stop and write something down. This whole project is a lot of work, but that's kind of the point, is that along the way, I'm gonna fail. But as long as I keep working, eventually, I will succeed. And I want to thank people that I've talked to about this project recently, because you've inspired me to keep moving forward, even though sometimes I kind of just want to relax. But I've spent my entire lifetime relaxing, and don't really have a whole lot to show for it. At least not in terms of my creative projects. I want to thank you guys for inspiring me to keep going, even when times get a little tough. Thank you for watching, and as always, thanks for being awesome. Does this light make me look pale? No, I'm just pale.